the conversation turned to homosexuals, and I don't really like talking about, and I'll call them faggots. I know that's a derogatory term, but as I mentioned on the website, man, you know, it's like, it's obviously this whole gay pride is a thing, it's a Jewish agenda, just like feminism and just like a lot of the other isms. Damn, you know, why do you have to throw your sexuality in my face and flaunt it? Proud, let's be proud. Proud of what? What is it that you want to be proud of? What do you think you're doing is so, it makes you so special, and you need to just let the whole world know? That's some Jewish bullshit if I've ever seen it. Anyhow, I don't want two heterosexuals flaunting their sexuality in front of me and my children, kissing all up on each other and stuff like that in public. That shit's for people to do in private. It's personal. It's personal to me. I don't want people to be involved in my intimacy, naturally. So, you know, when these gay guys are flaunting it, it's disgusting. That shit's unnatural. Now, I know that, you know, nature and nurture play a role. There are some people who are just gay. You could tell from an early age. Even in the animal kingdom, there's animals that are confused. It's not normal. It's definitely abnormal, okay? The average person doesn't want to see it. It's not that I'm not comfortable in my own skin or whatever. I just don't want to see it. It disturbs me on like a primal level or something. I don't know. It bothers me. I don't get angry and want to beat somebody up or some dumb shit like that. I'm not a violent person. However, and I brought this up in the thread as well, back in Miami, LA Fitness, there was at the gym, in case you don't know, you know, if you would go into the goddamn locker room to take a piss or something, there would be some faggot standing there naked, like right at the damn door, essentially, and just eyeballing everybody that comes in. I don't know, hoping for some young guy to come in and prostitute himself, or I don't know what the hell, but, you know, that shit is offensive. And there's not a woman out there who wouldn't be offended by it as well. Imagine you go into a room or a locker room or whatever else, and there's a guy that's flashing, a sexual harassment on the highest level. You know, it's disturbing. And thankfully, I've never had a gay guy actually hit on me, so I really don't know how that would feel. But nonetheless, it's still offensive. These faggots, these gay guys, whatever you want to call them, go around flaunting it, then they're asking for people like me to use derogatory terms while I'm describing them and their behavior. If they kept that shit to themselves, I would respect them. But to flaunt it, to throw it in our face, that is unnecessary. It is disturbing. And like I said, another point, I think it's an important one, a valid one. You know, as white men, and we're targeted by the Jew media more than anyone else. Because even they try to turn our own women against us. The feminist movement, right? There's a minority group for everyone, including women, white women, but not for white men. It just doesn't happen. We're supposedly the big bad guys who are screwing everybody over, and everybody should hate us, right? So, you know, that type of self-hate has an effect on people. So you might have a guy, I don't know, man, maybe he has a little bit of a gay tendency inside of him, and I don't understand it because, again, I'm not wired that way. But whatever. Maybe some people, you know, some people are gay to varying degrees. There might be a guy who just has a fleeting thought about some gay shit. I don't know. Whatever, right? But if he were to, if there weren't any pressure on him, if things were normal, if natural order was restored, he could go his whole life in a heterosexual relationship, be married, have kids, so on and so forth, and never act upon that one desire he might have had, or one thought. I won't even call it a desire. But because of all this guilt, because white men above any and all want to distance themselves from being the average, normal old racist white guy who everybody hates. Now, an empathetic white person, and most, I think white people are more empathetic than anybody else. But anyways, an empathetic white person, white guy, is not going to want to be hated. He's not going to want people to think he's a bad guy. He's going to want to prove that he's a good guy. He can't stop being a man, though, and he can't stop being white. So the only real option for this guy, and that's probably a big reason for this Jew bullshit faggot stuff that they push on everybody, this gay pride crap, is to be a faggot. and to be proud of it, to let everyone know I'm gay and I'm proud. In other words, I'm not a white heterosexual male. So he says to everyone proudly, I'm part of that other minority. These gay guys, you know, I'm part of them. We're proud, and we need to be protected. From who? From those evil white guys who go around gay bashing, of course. Bunch of bullshit. Again, black guy from the hood will be a lot more likely to beat the shit out of a faggot than me. For the reasons I just gave. Law of the jungle, right? You grow up in the hood, you know what I'm talking about. Eye contact and that type of thing is body language, you know, that shit means a lot to these people. It's very primitive, to put it bluntly. And, you know, a man looking at another man that way and doing stuff like that would lead these people to go gay bash much more than, you know, your average Joe White guy who's not all that violent and aggressive in the first place, even if he doesn't like homos on a personal level. He's not going to go beat you up. But, you know, it just feeds into the bullshit.